This is my review for the Lions brand Chenille yarn. I had made a leaf poncho out of it and found that the color gradients was absolutely beautiful, and it's a really soft yarn. But I don't think it's as soft as another yarn that they put out. I can't remember the name of it, but I'm planning on doing a review on it in the future. But it's soft, but not as soft as one of their other yarns, but it's very soft in comparison to most yarns. It's up there probably with, it's a little rougher than the Bernat blanket yarn, but not by much. Its overall price is, it's kind of pricey. It's up there in the $5-6 for a skein, but it's easily accessible. I'm seeing at most places. You don't get much yardage. You get 100 yards. That's about enough to do maybe a hat. If you're going to be making like booties or something, I would suggest getting 2 skeins. It's a bulky yarn, so it's a size 5. So if you're loom knitting with it, you can use the fatter gauges to loom with. As for its strength, I don't think it's as strong. If you're going to do some cabling with it, which I did do some cabling with it, and you have to be careful because its base is a really thin strip that's holding all that fur together. So if you're not planning on doing any stretching with it because it doesn't have much spring, you'll be fine. But if you're wanting to try to cable with it, I'm going to tell you right now that it is a very sensitive yarn and that it's not as strong as you would like if you're going to be doing any kind of stretching or cabling with it. So it's a little weak there. I would say that's my biggest negative about the yarn, is that it's not got the spring to it, and it's got a weak spot with that base being so thin. But that's kind of like an exchange on getting such a nice fluffy yarn. You usually have it weaker, and usually you're not going to be doing typically a whole lot of fancy stitches with it. My overall on this yarn is, I think it's a very nice yarn, but it really is for only small projects. For my leaf poncho, I ended up buying 10 skeins of it. So if you're going to do a small project, it's great for a small project. If you're going to do a big project, be prepared. You're going to be paying a lot of money for several skeins. So that's my overall on the Lions brand Chenille.